Plotting hath started, my lord.
Okay. Well then.
This would be like right after the Bonnie one too, so Castle's probably in a pretty good mood.
Wait, I thought Bonnie was week 3.
No, Bonnie was week 2.
Ah. Well. Snow. Walks over in a hurry, kind of. Pauses outside the office. Checks the sign.
He does what? I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Checks the sign.
Oh, the sign reads that he is currently available.
Okay.
No patients in there currently.
Okay. He knocks.
Castle looks up. Puts his pen down. Come in.
He enters. He says,
Oh,
you wouldn't happen to take a walk at the stage, Dr. Castle?
no, but... One second. I actually need to go grab my notebook because I was just reaching around for it. I'm like, shit, it's in my pocket.
No.
I need the notebook. I'll be right back. I return. Alright, he looks at Snow and looks, slightly, not concerned, but he wasn't expecting this. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and roll a, empathy.
Okay. Snow on the rest cup.
2 successes.
Snow is... He was much more distressed earlier, but he has calmed down slightly. But he is... Well, he is here for a reason.
I can make time. Come in.
I see. Closes the door behind him. How have you been, Dr. Del Toro?
Busy.
Fair enough. What was that for?
To make sure I'm not dying. What, remind me, Snow, wished to be called Janus, right?
Janus. Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, Dr. Janus?
How versed in the happenings at the Euclid lab are...
I'm sorry, you're cutting out for me. I'm not able to...
Me.
I'm sorry.
How versed in the happenings at the Euclid lab are...
I'm gonna try and disconnect and reconnect, because I'm really sorry. It's
you.
like, it's cutting out a lot for me. Here. Okay. He said how something or other? I'm really sorry.
How versed in the happenings of the Euclid lab are you?
The Euclid lab? Oh, okay. Not completely. Or not much at all, really. Most of your research is classified to me unless I request it.
I see. I. Well, I suppose the long story short of it is that I killed my mother.
Pauses, like, mid-writing.
I. When she died, well, okay. Kind of pinches the bridge of his nose. I. Okay. Months ago, my mother was on a mission in India and encountered an individual known as Sean Devlin. She suffered injuries that nearly killed her, and he saved her life by putting a gem in her. Are you following?
Mm-hmm.
This turned her into an SCP with rapid regeneration abilities. And when she died, that gem was ripped out of her. And we had that gem as an SCP in our laboratory since her death.
Okay.
An experiment was run because it was observed that that gem that had been ripped from my mother's chest was different from other gems of Sean Devlin. So I induced a medical brain death on someone and put the gem to them. And Dr. Devlin's gems have been observed to have the properties of turning a person into him, essentially.
Okay.
But what woke up, well, it wasn't him. It was my mother. And afterwards, afterward, after she woke up and expressed confusion, anger, Dr. Hodak said to terminate the test. The test had been originally, well, I proposed it to discover how, if so, that gem was different from other gems. And, well, we discovered it, so the test had to be terminated. I terminated the test. I killed my mother. Slaps down empathy.
What would you say? I'm sorry? What about empathy?
I said slaps down empathy.
Oh. Oh, on Castle?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 5 successes.
Let me
Hey
reroll
there.
those 10s, because they might make the difference here. Okay, no, you beat him. You are able to tell while he tries to keep his expression even that there is a, there's sort of, not a light bulb, but like there's a moment where his eyes widen. And it's almost like time stops for just a second.
Oh.
And there's very much weight to what you have said. Out of character, this is because he just spoke to Bonnie about she asking, what would you do if someone came back to life? They just had that conversation.
This happens. Okay. Okay.
You killed her. How?
I was given a syringe, and I injected her.
Was she conscious?
Yes. was allowed to say my goodbyes. I was allowed to speak with her shortly. And then I killed her. She knew. She saw the syringe. She saw my state, my mental state. She'd always been able to read me. And she accepted it. I killed her. I killed my own mother. This whole time, like when he sat down, he always sits in his very good posture.
Mm-hmm.
But as he repeats this, he slowly bends over and puts his face in his hand. And just every word slowly.
I'm trying to figure out how Castle would act this. Because, in one hand, he's heard death, he's seen death, he's no stranger to it. But, damn. Oof. Why did they terminate the test if they recognized her? Was it the same person?
It was the same person. It was my mother. But, well, a variety of reasons, I suppose.
Who were you working with again?
Dr. Hodak. He was not supervising the test, but he was in the lab at the time.
And he was the one that wanted to terminate the test.
Yes. He has more seniority than I do.
Right. Do you know why he wanted to?
Well, he pointed out that I'd found out. That I had found out the point of the test. He had pointed out that it was to simply see how that gem was different. And, well, I found out. So, we terminated the test. I terminated the test.
Did you volunteer to do it? Or did you have to?
Yeah. Terminating the test was, well, as I saw it, had to be done. So, I volunteered to do it myself. Empathies again. Let's see if I beat you. Oh.
Yes, 10.
No, you got me.
You are not able to get anything from Castle. You see he kind of lowers his head and the upper half of his face is shadowed by his hat. And so it's hard to make out his expression.
I insisted I was the one to do it, in fact.
How do you feel right now?
I'm forcing myself to be calm.
Are you feeling any violent thoughts, dangerous to others or yourself?
No, I wouldn't say so.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I insisted I was the one to do it because I knew. Oh. My mother taught me that family is the most important thing. And that family will do anything for each other. And at the very least, I wanted to be able to say goodbye. And family doesn't anything than kill each other. If asked, if begged, she wouldn't have asked. She wouldn't have begged. But she would have rather seen my face than the face of a stranger. She had to die again. So I made sure to at least give her that. Because I couldn't give her anything else when she did die before.
He hands him the box of tissues.
He takes, cries. So yeah, I'm here because I killed my mother.
That's a pretty good reason for a walk-in, I'd say. How long ago did this happen?
I'm sorry.
How long ago?
You said that this was week 2 still, right?
Yes.
This afternoon.
He drops his open and looks towards the wall for a second.
I'm assuming that's like evening-ish.
Yeah.
After dinner.
So it's on. How many hours would you say then it has been since then?
I'd say like 5-6 hours.
Okay. Where were you before this?
I was speaking with Agent Wolf. Before that, I was in my rooms. Before that, I was with Dr. Vulture. Before that, I was running out of the testing chamber.
You said you're struggling to stay calm. What are you thinking right now?
How she felt when I hugged her. How she looked when she woke up. How she smiled and hugged me. Knowing that I was there to kill her again. How Hodak said terminate the test. How I killed my own mother. They did everything she could for me.
I'm gonna empathy with willpower.
Okay. I still say that I was too distressed to resist.
Motherfucker, only 2 successes.
What are you looking for?
He's trying to figure out what Snow needs right now.
He here for help.
Oh, Snow.
That's all I can say. He here for help.
Oh my god, poor thing. All out of character, like the empathy that Snow couldn't make out on Castle. Castle is fucking furious right now.
Oh.
He is so angry.
Why?
Because this is fucked up. And Rudy is getting an earful after this.
It's fine, it's fine.
Like, I have to do an RP with you now, Jordan, because fucking Castle's gonna be kicking some doors down, because this is not okay.
It's fine.
And he's probably gonna get his ass owned for it, but this is his patient.
Oh, Castle. Castle. Snow is Snow's here for help.
What do you need me to do?
Wait, does he actually ask that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I killed my own mother, Dr. Castle. Dr. Del Toro. He sits up and he kind of spreads his arms helplessly. I killed her, and she accepted her. I killed her. I said goodbye to her. She said goodbye. She conveyed other things to me. But in the end, I killed her. Maybe if I had fought harder, she would still be with us. Maybe if I fought harder, she wouldn't have had to die again. Maybe if I fought harder, I wouldn't have had to kill her. But I did. I killed my own mother. I killed her. I killed her. I killed her. He, this time, instead of like bending down to put his face in his hands, his hands slowly raise and cover his face. Yes. And it's like they're squeezing.
Like squeezing his face?
Yes.
Like in a manner that could potentially hurt him?
No.
Okay.
Like a Castle can and has probably seen that. Snow is physically very weak. So, it wouldn't be able to hurt him unless he was seriously trying. This is more and just grief coming
just
out.
Trying to express an emotion he has no idea of expressing, like how to.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Castle is watching Snow very intently, like a hawk. He is doing his best to keep his own emotions very much hidden and under wraps, and just is focusing on being here for Snow and being that ear to listen. And he's watching and waiting to see if there's anything that Snow needs from him.
After, 2-3 minutes, Snow drops his hands, and he says, "I've killed other people. My first kill was a Devlin clone copy months ago on a mission in Jamaica. My second kills were Ryland's team, and almost Ryland himself. Devlin showed up at the base attack. He wanted me to play a game. Press the button or do as he said. I didn't press the button, but my actions resulted in the button being activated. And they died for it.
It was an explosion.
Yes. then I almost killed Hodak and his team. Because an experiment I conducted caused another SCP to activate and wake up in the middle of an autopsy. They proceeded to try to kill him. And then my uncle, my mother's old team leader, and now my mother herself. I keep killing people. Not to mention all the D-class that have been subject to experiments. Other people as well. People that just lost their names and were given letters and numbers. They were people and I killed them. And now I killed my mother.
What are you going to do?
Take a vacation.
I was thinking that would be a good course of action.
Yes, I was.
Are you planning on going anywhere?
Russia.
Okay. Are you going with anyone?
No, just a minder.
I think you should go with someone.
I've already asked enough. I have. I've already asked enough.
Who did you said you spoke with, Wolf? You spoke with Vulture, correct?
Yes.
If you are to take a vacation, I believe you should take someone with you. Someone that's close, that you'd be comfortable with.
Dr. Vulture has his work here at the Foundation cut out for him. Wait, no, not cut out for him. Dr. Vulture has work here at the Foundation. Much of it. And previously, he had already gone with me on a vacation. Agent Wolf has missions to take care of.
Agent Wolf's on vacation.
No.
Mm-hmm.
His vacation is ending.
How much longer does Wolf have on his vacation?
Like, if he went with Snow, it would interfere with him going on the mission.
Ah.
Agent Wolf.
If Agent Wolf had more vacation, would you allow him to go with you?
Yes.
Okay.
But, well, he has his job. Nick has his job. I won't be alone anyway. They'll be sending an agent along with me as protection. And, well, a close family friend lives, is a neighbor, so I will likely be spending much of my time staying with them.
Who's this close family friend?
He was a tutor. He was my tutor when I was little. Bazia. Vasily Svidanovic Yastrzebowski.
Okay.
He was at her funeral.
And you'd be staying with him?
No, I'd be staying at my old home. My home.
Okay.
He lives nearby.
What's your home like?
Old, stuffy, full of empty. It was just me and Mamochka. And occasionally Uncle Jusha. But it was just me and her. Or just me whenever she was omniscient. But whenever she was, she would have me spend more time with Vasia. So I wasn't alone.
What would you do?
Reed would tutor me. I was homeschooled for the most part. I would listen to the radio, listen to music. I didn't go outside much. I couldn't.
Right?
Yes.
What'd you read?
Occasionally.
What would you read?
Books of all kinds. He looks around. When this was my office, I had books everywhere. Even then, fairy tales were my favorite.
Castle looks over and he's got a bookshelf on the wall. And which ones are your favorites of the fairy tales?
It changes, depends. I like ones with happy endings the most.
Okay. He gets up and starts looking through the books. I actually need to see if... because it's just random. It's stuff for the people here, not for him. So it's a toss of dice if there's anything in there. So what would I roll for that? Is Jordan here?
I'm here. What do you need?
So what would I roll for the chance that I have a fairy tale book as one of the books in his bookshelf? Because those are books for the patients, not for him.
Just roll 1d2 and pick a number, and if you guess the number that's gonna come right, you'll have.
Cool. 1d2. 1 means there isn't any. 2 means there is.
Pick a number and
Castle looks for a while, and then you see his fingers kind of pause on a book. He pulls it out, and it's a collection of fairy tales. And he goes over and he sits back down and opens the book and hands it over to Snow.
Oh?
Go ahead, pick your favorites.
Do you mean name them or
Name them, read them, whatever you'd like.
what kind of fairy tales are these? Would you say? Like,
I don't know. I guess just like a large collection of like ones from all over the world.
okay,
Like a big what's it called when they're all kind of like put together?
an anthology.
Yeah.
He opens a table of contents. His finger slides down. He pauses on one. He smiles. He looks up and he slides it back to the snow child. I don't know if you've heard of that one, but it's basically two elderly people wish for a child, and they made a snow child, and it came to life, and they had a granddaughter. As a result, it came, and except she melted away at the end of winter, of course. But every winter she would come back.
Okay.
That's the short of it.
Castle will look at it. Do you mind if I read it?
Go ahead.
And he will actually read it out loud.
He smiles a little, but sits back. Sad smile.
And let me see here. He'll read it until he's done with the fairy tale.
Snow will just let him, honestly. She can slap down in empathy.
I will. I shall. Two successes.
Well, he chose that one for a very specific reason. If you read, he won't say anything, but if you don't read, he has things to say.
If he sees that Snow's ready to talk, he will stop.
Okay. Just kind of smiles and says, when I was in the hospital, my friends used to call me their snow child. And, well, Valzia once made a joke that I was Lamochka's snow child. It was just a question of when I would melt away, eventually. For the longest time, because of my health, I thought I would die. No, I thought I wouldn't live this long. So, and, well, I guess you could say that of all the plans in the future that we had ever made, not many of them had accounted for her dying before me. And I had never accounted for me being the one to kill her. He's kind of tearing up, but they're not falling yet.
Castle listens.
It's fucked up, isn't it? I think this is the first time that he's sworn around Castle.
I think so, but they haven't known each other long.
Okay. Well, if Castle has observed Snow around other people, Snow never swears.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
And the sigh is in Castle does sigh. He doesn't say anything because that's not his place as a therapist.
Right. You're not to give personal opinions. I remember. But, well, drops his hands. I suppose I'm here because of that, and also because, well, long story short, my mother and I had a codependent relationship on each other. I could give you context if you ask.
Go for it.
Well, I was young when she took me out of that hospital, and she had been alone. We were both lonely people in our own way. We were both seeking someone to connect to. So we connected to each other. She was what I needed, and I was what she needed. Someone to take care of, someone to protect, someone that she wouldn't hurt, someone that she would not kill, despite all the blood that she'd already shed. And she protected me, kept me safe, promised me, and fulfilled her promises of keeping me safe, making sure I would never be in the hospital again, making sure I would never be in a cell again. Ironically, she was the one who ended up in a cell. But, yes, we had no idea what we were doing. And I grew up, once I left that hospital, I grew up with her as the center of my world, and I was the center of hers. It was unhealthy, but it was our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
As long as she was okay, I was okay. As long as I was okay, she was okay, and I hate that I have to talk in the past tense about this. Wasn't healthy. But we loved each other.
But you knew it wasn't healthy.
As I grew up, and kind of gestures vaguely, took psychology, interacted with others. Yes, I realized it was unhealthy. I'm sure she realized it too at one point. But, like I said, I didn't believe I had long to live, so I made no effort to change it. And neither did she, because she wanted me to be happy. She would have done anything for me to be happy.
Janice, I need you to answer truthfully.
Yes. Yeah?
After this event, you do still have what you would consider a will to live, correct?
Yes.
Good. If you at any point, and I mean any point, I do not care if you are on vacation or at the foundation, if you feel that there is any question, that you are questioning that will to live at all, I need you to get in contact with me, understood?
Yeah. Don't worry. That's not my primary concern.
What's the primary concern?
Well, I just told you. She was the center of my world. She's gone now. I'm concerned about...
What now?
leaning on other people too much. And, well, I don't want to do that to another person. Becoming dependent on them. It wouldn't be healthy for either of us. He says it in vague terms, but it's obvious that he's speaking of one person in particular.
Mm-hmm. It's good that you recognize that. The first step of recovery is being able to know what is wrong. For now, and I understand you are concerned about this, and I think it's good that you have attention on it, but for now, I need you to focus on recovering. Right now, there is no shame in being alone. Accepting comfort from others in this moment doesn't mean attaching to them forever and not being able to help yourself. Understood?
Yeah.
That is why I do not want you to go alone on your vacation. The fact that you have someone there you're meeting with is good. So long as you're not going and spending an entire vacation alone in Russia.
It will only be for a few days.
Okay.
Oh, I did write that letter that you assigned me to. I forgot whether I was supposed to give it to you or not, or
You can hold on to it if you'd like. If you want me to have it, I can take it.
just pulls it out of his pocket and slides it over.
He takes it. And he won't actually read it until after Snow leaves.
Okay.
He takes it and you see him. Was it previously folded up?
Yes.
You see he'll fold it up and put it in his breast pocket.
Like, it was actually in an envelope.
Okay.
And the envelope was folded in half.
And yeah, he'll fold that up and put it in his pocket.
I fear asking too much of others. I fear asking things of others in general. Rejection. Because I fear rejection. I don't want to be a burden.
Then, well,
Then,
don't be. The first step is, he said, well, don't be. You're aware, more than anyone else, what you're afraid of. It's just a matter of taking steps to correct that fear into something more productive. And we'll get there. Okay? We'll get you there. And he will, make direct eye contact when he says that.
Snow will meet his eyes and then look away after a bit. Doesn't like direct eye contact very much.
Ethel's fine with letting him look away.
Okay. Let me see. Oh. I fear asking. I'm afraid of asking my boyfriend even. Because, well, he's not my boyfriend first and foremost. He's Dr. Vulture of the Foundation.
What are you afraid of asking? What are you afraid of asking?
And just devote more time to me? He's not sure of how to word it. More of his time than I already have.
How often do you two spend together?
Quite a lot. We live together. And well, Whenever Galas hurt, we eat together, occasionally go on dates, but that is less now, since since my mother's death. And, but at the end of the day, we go home to each other.
After the recent events, would you have said that you have been more distant?
I didn't catch that.
After recent events, would you say that you have been more distant?
Yes.
You say yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said in our first session, I've been sleeping more and less energy. Probably clingier. Physically clingier. I don't have many words anymore. Not myself.
Sometimes just being near someone is enough.
Yes.
But you're afraid to speak with him about it.
No. Not necessarily. I haven't been speaking to him about it, I suppose, because I don't want to mean too much. I don't want to become dependent on him and ruin what we have. I don't want to ruin one of the few good things I have left in my life. I can't lose him. Not after I lost my mother.
Have you spoken to him about these worries?
Yes. Bluntly.
And what did he say?
Says that I'm good. It's good that I'm aware of it and that I should talk to you.
Nods. What do you believe you will be able to do to help solve these actions, these feelings?
I didn't catch that.
Sorry. What do you think you're going to do to help, or you can do to help solve these actions, these feelings?
Which actions and which feelings in particular?
Well, the ones you're expressing.
I don't know.
Well, let's find a starting point then. How about that?
I do suppose I do owe him an apology.
For?
Well, I suppose that in my effort of not getting too close, I pushed him away a little.
Okay.
That hurt, I'm sure. He keeps saying that I can lean on him as much as I want to. I need to. He keeps saying pretty words like that. And it's just... You can see how easy it would be to make him the new center of my world.
But at the same time, you need to be able to have trust in him. To be able to keep a balance.
I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. I swear to fuck, if someday Snow and Vulture have to end up in couples counseling, I'm gonna flip a table.
I mean, it might happen someday.
No! Oh god.
Not at the moment. Castle does not believe at any point. It would be that one of them confronts him saying, I think we need it, because he's not about to be like, you two need counseling, because he's not a couples counselor.
Yeah, good. Okay.
It's more of if he was confronted, like, hey, we need help. He'd be like, okay, I'm literally the only therapist here, so sure.
Yeah. I like to think that I love him.
What'd you say? I'm sorry. Or what'd he say?
I like to think that I love him.
He thinks that he loves him, did you say?
I like to think that I love him.
Okay.
And I use those words because, well, I just know I feel strongly about him. I never quite felt like this before for other people. So I like to classify that as love.
He nods. Why do you not trust yourself to become too attached?
Because of what happened with my mother.
You think it'll happen again?
It could.
So you don't like that possibility?
No, because it would be unhealthy. I will admit, I'm personally not averse to it. But I know it would be unhealthy.
Well, here's what I need you to do. I need you to start thinking about it as you don't trust yourself because of that possibility to telling yourself it won't happen. I need you to have confidence in yourself to keep this from happening. And I'm not saying you need to change it in a day. All I'm saying is change the wording in your head.
Okay.
And this can be something if you are worried that it'll progress. We're still meeting bi-weekly. In fact, I'm going to talk to a few people and I'll let you know. I may change you over to a weekly schedule.
I see. Well, I have plenty of other patients, though.
I have plenty of other patients. I also can make time. Not all of them are exactly excited to see me.
Don't forget my offer.
He smiles a little bit at that.
I suppose in a way, I do feel bad that I wasn't able to help the people here. So I will help them by dragging them to you.
Well, first and foremost, you can help me by
Helping
focusing
myself?
on yourself. Correct. You know that therapy training comes out every day.
I see, of course.
After what you just went through, I need you to focus on recovery right now. If you are having any you said you're already sleeping more than usual.
Yes, I'm like my cat now. Oh, you wouldn't know. She used to be quite energetic, and then she was exposed to an SCT, but... So she's rather more sluggish now.
Let's see.
And sleepy. And lazy.
What hobbies do you have?
Not many. I just read. I talk to people. I like learning about people.
Do you like learning in general?
Eye twitches.
Empathy.
I would. You don't need to empathy that. It's when you said learning, he's just like war flashbacks to essays
Oh.
and assignments. And I already got my fucking doctorate. I never want to go into academia again. I have 2 doctorates.
So just learning about people then.
Yes.
Okay.
How should I put this? I love learning about people because they're all so interesting. Like, his entire demeanor shifts. I like learning about people because they're all so interesting. They all work in different ways. They all tick in different ways.
And it's just specifically people,
Yes.
not animals.
Everyone has their own story, and that story makes them who they are. Then he shifts back to how he was. You can empathy that.
I will. It's almost like it's rehearsed. 2 successes.
I will actually pull out his res comp now.
Don't you succeed, you fucker.
Oh.
Miro! Let's go! Fuck! Huh? No! Oh my god!
That was almost a crit fail.
Damn sweat.
Can't read him.
Castle notes that for later.
Castle will remember this.
Yes.
He does like shift to how he was, and he sighs and he says, like I said, I have a hard time understanding people. I talk to people enough. I can understand them. I can understand how they behave. I can understand how they react to certain things. I can map out interactions with them. I can interact with them stably. Yeah, mildly sad that you didn't get that empathy, but this is okay.
Sorry. Weeps silently.
If you had gotten that OOCly, he had used that kind of wording on purpose.
What, that he enjoys seeing how people tick?
Yes.
Interesting.
He had used terrible wording on purpose.
What are you hiding, boy?
So, well, as long as I can shifts again. If I can learn about all the people here and map out as many interactions as possible, well, I'll have less complications when dealing with them in the future. Whether I have to ask
Dealing
things
with
of
them?
them.
Dealing with them?
Whether I have to request things of them or, well, get them out of the way of whatever I plan to do. Shifts back. Like, his posture is very dramatically changing between when he said those.
Okay. Could you talk about the people watching again?
Hmm?
Can you talk about the people watching again?
As
Learning
in-
about people.
I didn't catch that.
Can you talk about the people watching again, the learning about people?
I like to see what makes them tick.
Is he switched again?
Yes.
To the happy one?
I wouldn't say happy, but sure. Let's go with that.
When he's talking, Castle just interrupts really quick.
Hmm?
What's your name?
Janet.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
What? Sweats.
I see you. I see you. Yes. And how are you feeling right now?
Nothing.
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 Are you aware of the events that just took place?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
I killed my mother.
Okay.
And I came to you for counseling, obviously.
Alright, now... Can you tell me about your home again?
What about it?
And your mother?
What about her?
Tell me about her.
She loves me. And I love her. And she would do anything for me, and I would do anything for her.
He, at this point, has pulled out his notebook.
He does laugh when he sees that. She would kill me if she had to. If I was ever put in a cell. And I would kill her if she asked it of me. And she would kill people if I needed it. And I would kill people for her as well. Simple as that. He is gesturing, like, Snow usually does gesture when he talks.
Mm-hmm.
But this time he is gesturing a bit more.
One moment. He writes something down.
I wonder if I percept well enough, would I be able to see what you're writing down?
It's a tiny notepad facing him. You could try, but I imagine it'd take a crit.
I will try.
Motherfucker. Okay, I figured out how you do it. So, sitting near him is his coffee mug. And the light is hitting it just right. That you're able to get a reflection of what he's writing. And with your critical success, you're able to turn around and figure out he has just written down on his notepad, weekly, underlined twice. You see he had actually gone back. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of notes that he's evidently taken in the time that you have been sitting together. And he went all the way back to the first page in which he put weekly, but you also can tell before weekly is mental break ?
Gee, I wonder. Gee, I wonder.
And then he flips back to his last page. Can you tell me about your relationship with your mother?
What do you mean?
How was your relationship?
It was... she was everything to me, and I am everything to her. And he kind of sags again. Drops down again.
Janice?
He says, they killed her, right?
Janice?
Yes.
We have a problem.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be moving you to weekly. Okay.
Well, I did expect that to happen the moment I walked in saying I killed my own mother.
There's more to it than that. I believe you suffered a mental break.
Ah. Just, I see. Great.
Do you recall what you just said in the past few minutes?
Pauses. Yeah.
And that was?
You asked me questions that you'd already asked me.
Such as?
My mother. My relationship with her. My home.
Okay. And how did you feel when answering?
Nothing.
Okay.
No. Entertained.
Entertained, okay. So you remember all that, that's good. I'm going to need to see you next week, and I am going to be asking you sets of questions multiple times, alright?
Shift. How annoying. But I understand.
Empathy. Got you, you motherfucker.
Oh my god! It pulls out Rescom.
Willpowers.
Oh my god.
Come on, Castle! Come on, Castle! Oh, reroll!
Oh shit.
Ah!
Oh shit.
Wait, I need to reroll all those 10s because this doesn't reroll for me.
Oh motherfuck. That's a lot of shit.
Lured you out, I did! Ah! No crit. 4 successes,
Okay,
though.
thank fuck.
4 successes against 0.
Okay, what
That's
exactly are
pretty
you looking for?
He's just empathy psychologying the fuck out of this.
Okay, Raph just forgot what he just said. Because I was too...
Oh, he said, oh, how annoying. Janus did. Castle said that next week I'm going to be asking you sets of questions multiple times.
Well, it's like having to deal with more, like being repeating. It's kind of the same. How annoying. Like, I have to take a test again Like, no wait, let me do. I have to take this test again.
And then does it detect of any sort of mania?
I do not know enough about psychology to say yes or no.
Very upbeat, very, without a care in the world.
Kind of.
Hey, Bree.
Hi.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hi.
Posted in the OC chat, but
Wait, I'll look. 1 second.
yeah.
1 second. I'm on my way. Sorry, I didn't see you posted. I was staring at my notes.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Welcome to Reinsurance ASMR.
The giant.
I just imagine that Castle just got a text from Jordan.
Med bonus? What do you mean med bonus?
I think that means you get a +1.
You get +2 because med base level 2.
We didn't upgrade the med bay, did we?
Oh wait, I get a +2 to my psychology rolls?
Yeah, while you're doing it for therapy.
What? Oh fuck, give me a second!
Med bay's only 1, I'm sorry.
I just changed it to 2, I thought.
No, we didn't upgrade the med bay.
Never mind.
We
just
upgraded the
+1
lab.
then. Never mind, +1 then.
It's a success! It's a great success!
Motherfucker! Okay, well, just ask and I'll answer, I guess.
Oh, he's trying to, like, right now, he is trying to pinpoint if this is a separate personality or if this is, something else.
Yeah, so you ask and I'll answer, like,
Well,
with your, like, what you're looking for.
What do you mean?
Like, because you got crit empathy and I don't know how to explain.
Well, like, literally, that's what he's looking for.
Okay, well,
He's trying to pinpoint, is this, like, because he knows there's a mental break, and he knows something snapped, and there's a reason that Snow is switching back and forth, and now he just needs to figure out, because the reason he asked, can you remember, is because with split personality dysphoria, there's a specific word for it. 1 second.
amnesia,
No.
fugue, or...
There's a specific term, dissociative identity disorder.
yeah.
That generally, like, sometimes they remember each other, sometimes they don't, but sometimes when someone switches, they don't recall when switching back what the others said. So that's why he was asking.
Well, Snow didn't say anything about his responses to Castle's questions.
True. That is true. And does he? What else does he get with a crit?
Well, the person in front of him will still answer to Snow and Janus. And they are annoyed at, like, the thought of having to go through multiple lines of questioning over and over.
He looked. You know, this is actually the ultimate test. He's gonna make eye contact with Snow.
Stares back.
Yup.
Stares back. This is like the like tiny smile. That it's not like Snow normally smiles very politely. But this is more of a entertained.
Do you prefer going by Janus or Snow?
I'm sorry.
Do you prefer going by Dr. Janus or Dr. Snow?
I don't see the point of this question.
Please answer.
I don't care for either.
Alright. Well, if you don't care, I'm going to choose one. Is that alright with you?
Wow. If you must call me something. Just like looks around the room. Pulls out his own hair. Blue, I suppose.
Did you say blue?
Blue. Snow's hair is freaking blue.
Mr. Blue.
Mr. Who, that sounds so ridiculous. Just Blue.
Blue. I'd like to talk with Janus now.
Hmm?
I would like to talk with Janus now, please.
Why ever would you want to do that?
Please.
I'm sorry, what?
You recall the questions I asked you, yes?
I have a headache. No, wait, let me do that right. I have a headache.
Understand.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you just said to me?
You asked me about Janus or Snow.
Yes, do you remember
I
what
go
you said?
Bull. I go by Bull. So,
And after that?
you asked to talk to me.
But you don't remember anything in between.
Fuck. Just puts his face in his hands again. Fuck. No. This can't be happening now.
It's okay. Breathe. As I said, I believe you may have suffered a mental break.
It's not implausible.
We'll continue on this next week. Do you need to stay here for a while? Or are you going to be okay by yourself?
I believe so. I was going to go talk with my boyfriend.
Good.
After this.
Do that. And then I will see you. And he gives a specific time next week.
Okay.
If anything happens, or if you have any lapses in memory, I need you to start to record them, okay?
Of course. Typical procedure. Well, goodbye then. Hops out. Hops up.
Unhappy face. What, like, as he's leaving, like, when his back is turned.
Like, turns around and says, "Oh, you look quite disappointed."
Oh no, when you turn around, I res comp to look normal.
When I turn around, I empathy.
Do it. I have 2 successes. Oh, nice, you got him. You can see that he's not.
You look quite unhappy.
Have a good day.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not like anyone else will have to deal with me unless they, well, make us upset, I suppose.
Oh, so I'm just lucky.
No. No. He just has a headache. Basically fucking, like, no, wait, I can't give this to you because you wouldn't, I don't know, would Snow, or would Castle look out of his office after Snow?
I can perception to see if he sees something in a reflection.
Sure.
What is my perception again? Holy shit, I forgot. 6, I think? I believe so. 6. Roll 60, 10. I can't type roll, send help. Oh shit. Just the thing or the last one, I accidentally put a 3 instead of 2. 3 successes.
Like, a couple steps out, Snow staggers. And it's like, It's like
Does he
just
seem confused?
tiny bit more at himself than anything. But he
Castle.
keeps walking.
Okay, if he was hesitating, Castle would walk to the door.
Just keeps walking.
Nods. And he's actually going to fold up his notebook and head to Rudy.
Oh boy.
Because he has some words.
I mute.
Jordan,
Okay,
are you
then.
available for an RP right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy. Run up the stairs here. Alright, shoot.
Alright, I actually might want to move rooms in case Castle gets loud because my parentals are sleeping.
That makes sense.
And I don't want them to be like, Brianna, what the hell you doing? And me being like, well, Mom, my character's not happy. And then I get pushed because I'm loud. That's exactly how it goes. And then, what was the doctor's name who was working with Snow at that moment?
Hodak. The hoe.
Hodak, gotcha. Has Castle heard of Hodak? Jordan?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably heard his name in passing.
But nothing in specific?
He almost died your first week here, actually. You still in that today?
Was he the one that went in a coma?
No,
okay.
that was Riley.
Oh. God, that was Rylan? Fuck!
Yeah. Oh, right. Snow did tell you that he almost, he caused something that almost caused Hodak's death.
That he... Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Caused
he
something,
almost-
you know, yeah. Almost caused.
That almost killed Hodak.
Snow did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 second. Still moving. Gotta close this here vent. Hello, vent. Ugh. Ugh. Cannot give away my secrecy. Ah, there we go. Goodbye, vent. Goodbye, heat.
Goodbye, mother.
Goodbye, son. Shoots.
Shoot.
Oh fuck, I unplugged you guys. No.
Oh no.
Here we go. Somewhere to put this. Okay. There we go. Finally settled in. Sorry about that. So, Castle makes his way over to Gilcrest's office.
Okay, you make your way down. Making your way downtown, walking fast. Guards look at you as you approach.
He looks at them.
And they look at you, and you look at them, and they look at you, and I thought, oh my god!
Oh god! I can't believe
They say
Castle's
what you're here for, waiting for an answer.
I like to think the guards just break into serenade.
They're ready to do so at any point in time.
So professional.
Yeah, I mean, they sit here all day, so.
That's true. Is he able to go through?
You are allowed to go through. Rudy is at his desk as usual.
Castle walks in with a very unhappy demeanor.
He looks through at you through his sunglasses.
He looks through you. Gilcrest,
Deodoro,
we have a problem.
usually do.
Oh shit, I forgot. What's the doctor's name again? I'm sorry.
Hodak.
Hodak?
Yeah. What is it this time?
Are you aware of the happenings with Snow?
Yes, I am.
What the hell?
You're going to have to be more specific, Doctor.
That's... Whose idea was it to bring back his mother, then have him kill her?
His own.
As I am told, killing her wasn't, in fact, his own idea. The
It was.
termination of the procedure was commanded by, I believe it was a Dr. Hodak?
The termination of the test was commanded by the Dr. Hodak, and it wasn't commanded. He couldn't command anything during that time due to the fact that he does not have a team.
Well,
He is not on the roster.
Well, that is different from what I am hearing from my patient.
I would assume.
What I heard is that he was doing this procedure, his mother came back to life miraculously, and he was told to terminate the project.
Yes, to terminate the test.
Do you realize the sort of mental damage this has done to my patient?
I can assume, Eldora. But I don't exactly want to make it worse by going up to him and saying you made a mistake.
I'm trying to understand how it is his mistake that he was told to terminate the project. Why did the test need to be terminated if she was alive and well?
Well, Del Toro, I can't exactly give you that answer. You'd have to go to talk to Hodak directly on his matter.
And you're standing by that? You're standing by him for what he did?
I am not standing by anything. From what I see and how I can look at it, it was simple miscommunication. Now,
simple miscommunication has just come to complex issue.
Yes, I understand that, if you would let me finish. Because most simple mistakes can end in horrendous consequences in this line of work. And I understand that.
So that
Now then, I can't exactly handle the situation in the most precarious of terms, due to the simple fact that addressing it as a miscommunication isn't exactly the best help for anyone at this point in time. As you probably know.
So what do you plan to do? Just let it slide under the rug?
Heavens no. First off, Hodak's gotta go to communication lessons again.
Again? He's done this before.
Nothing on this scale.
If this is something that has happened, he shouldn't be working alongside others in which it can cause this sort of damage.
Nothing like this has happened before at that point in time.
Castle just he doesn't say anything, but it's very clear his eyes are kind of searching for a response in Rudy. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and roll an empathy quick.
Go for it.
Critical success.
Yay. Well, with that critical success, you can see that he is genuinely not appalled but perturbed by the entire situation in the first place. Though he's nowhere near as frustrated with you at this point, as you are. He seems to being as neutral as possible, as his position dictates, and mostly, though, he seems to be waiting for a period of time where you are suitably calmed and hopefully asked to just go through what happened point by point, essentially.
Okay. He, upon seeing this, Takes a deep breath in. You see him kind of... I can't describe it, where it's like, you know that small head shake where it's like... Okay then, you know? It's hard to explain the motion.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much one of those.
Right.
Okay. And
Take
he
a
will
seat.
compose himself, and I'm gonna roll quick just to make sure he doesn't fail. And I'm... Oh, okay, good boy.
He's okay.
I'm also gonna roll quick to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
That's good.
He takes a seat. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, line him up. Okay.
All right.
He motions at him to go.
He motions towards you and then goes, "Would you like me to get the formal report by Hodak on the situation and read to you point by point?
Yes.
Where would you like to start with it?" Okay. Goes to a paper that he has literally on top of his desk, like it was ready and waiting. He was very...
He was like, someone's kicking down my door any minute now.
Someone is going to kick my door over this. It's either going to be 05 or it's going to be someone else. 05 isn't called yet, but someone else is probably going to do it.
He's like, 05 hasn't called yet in mid-sentence.
Yes.
Castle kicks down door.
Yeah, yet. Don't worry, they're coming. They're coming for your ass, Rudy, as always. Okay, then. So, I'm gonna just point for summary this and use my own words here and there.
That's fine.
Because reading it is how it's written is fucking terrible. So, from what his report was, he was in the vicinity of the test going on at person.
Okay.
He, of course, did not directly voice his qualms with anything happening, due to the precise fact that he was not the conductor of said test. The test proceeded as normal, as you can probably read from the test reports. I could get those for you as well, but continuing on the Hodak line of this topic, the subject in question, that would be Snow's mother, did resurrect, so to speak. At this point, and up to this point, Hodak had noted that due to Snow's mental state, it was unknown whether this was a good thing or a bad thing, and did not want feelings to cloud the judgment and or efficacy of any tests involved. He was also knowing the abilities that some of Sean's gems contain, knew that time was of the essence with ensuring that there wasn't a full-scale base breach, seeing as how most gems are connected directly to him.
Would it give the base location?
Oh, most likely.
Okay.
So, he ordered the test to be terminated, not only to ensure the safety of base, but also to ensure that no emotional disturbances, he says it like he's reading it word for word, emotional disturbances, were had. Snow then asked for a vial of poison, and asked to I'm getting ahead of myself. Before that, asked the volunteer to terminate the test himself. Hodek, not being the actual lead doctor at this point in time for this test, of course allowed. And Snow asked for a vial of poison. Hodek did not voice any concerns from there. And the test proceeded, terminated under Snow's supervision. As Snow, the lead, wanted the test terminated. He was not speaking of the subject or the SCP when the word termination was brought up. He was strictly speaking of the procedure and the test itself.
And it was miscommunicated to believe terminating the SCP.
Yes. As I said, a simple miscommunication that led to catastrophic results. O5 is probably going to be chewing at my fucking ass any second now.
Who's 05? Out of character.
O5 is the leader of the SCP Foundation. They are in charge. They are the big scaries. If you fuck up, you deal with them. And usually people that fuck up don't come back.
Oh no! Can I empathy, Rudy?
Oh yeah. Also, just so you know, out of character-wise, fucking this, everyone has sent him to O5 multiple times. It's great.
Oh no, Rudy. You know what? I'm burning all my willpower today anyway, so why the fuck not? And is it common knowledge that going to O5 usually people don't come back?
Yeah, going to O5 is never a good thing.
Ooh.
Unless you are the admin or you are working directly for the O5.
Okay. One success, so not great.
Oh, you know, he just seems calm. He seems calm about it. It seems like he's done this before.
Okay.
Like, there's also, you're a psychologist, you can see, there's like the slight tinge of, maybe this is the time that I come back. But he seems pretty okay. You can handle it pretty okay right now.
Yeah, he's like, I might die this time.
I might die this time. This time might be the time.
Castle thumbs his notes a bit, because now that he's come down from his rage, he realized, he directed his anger at the wrong person.
Yeah! That Rudy gives you a look like, yeah! There you go, buddy! That's why that's why I haven't gotten my shotgun and shot too. Don't worry, I did the same thing.
Rudy's like, bitch, same!
Bitch, same. I got you, girl.
I can't believe we're the same person. What the fuck?
But as you can, and he continues, but as you can see, that this isn't a simple matter of someone to slap on the wrist. Technically, there is no true fault.
No, there isn't.
Just a lot of problems.
A lot of problems, and those two are never to work together ever again.
Most likely. That is something I'll be sure to, get Vulture to ensure.
We have additional problems here, though.
Oh, boy. I mean, come, lay it on me. Puts back the folder, gets out another one.
Castle puts his notepad on the table. Snow came to my office not even an hour ago. That's why I know about this. It's emergency therapy session. He suffered a mental break from
experience.
the traumatic events. Yep.
And you know it for sure. It's from that moment. He says he writes something down very calmly. Writes something down on a notepad.
I'm almost positive. Otherwise, if this was something that existed prior to the break, it was more under control. So if it wasn't a full mental break, it certainly jostled something.
He pulls out like a piece of paper. He like goes to his like the side of his desk and pulls out a drawer and looks at a piece of paper.
Looks at piece of paper too.
Roll perception.
Yeah, and Kessel will very obviously kind of look at it like a "what is that" kind of thing.
What is that? What is this?
Yeah, you know, not like I'm snooping, but like looks at paper, looks at Rudy, looks at paper. It's like, bitch, we're sharing notes here. Don't you dare be secretive right now. I can't see.
Yeah, don't worry. Then you're being obvious about it. Then
Yeah, he's totally being obvious about it.
Oh yeah, then he'd be like, then he would show you and then continue with saying, "Do you believe that this will majorly impact?" Well, I mean, of course it's going to majorly impact, but do you believe it's beyond? Do you believe it's going to take a time to fix this?
It's going to
He
take
says.
time.
As hey, Bree,
Mm-hmm.
there's a thing that I posted a long time ago, but that was before you joined. So hey, here's here, you get to see this now. Hey, this is what he's looking at.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Oh. This is the fucking thing he was talking to Castle about.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's very obvious. His Castle looks like he's like a, oh, kind of thing. But he doesn't say it, but it's all in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you believe that you can get Janus through this without the use of mystics and positively come out the other end, we can go through that route instead. But since we are well within the time limit to expunge said thoughts and memories, then this might be the easier alternative. You, of course, are the one in charge of them, though, so you will have the say.
I need more information on it.
On...
The drug.
Well, hands over the paperwork.
Takes, and now I actually have to read this. I'm gonna skim it real quick, and this means Castle is quietly skimming it in character as well.
Don't worry, Rudy will go. The ones that we can use at this point in time would be Class C.
Class C. That is the only ones available.
For this particular thing, I mean, we could also use a Class D amnestic, but that would expunge 3 weeks or more.
Okay, let me look here. Use the reading is slightly out loud, like muttering is in character. Effectiveness, is that how long until it is unusable?
How long time can pass before the drug will no longer expunge that information?
So the 4 to 9 days means it varies per patient.
Varies per dosage.
Okay. Usage protocol during use. Detainment. Controls. Side effects. Sedations. Oh. Okay. Define slight.
He said it looks over. Say slight.
Points.
I look also.
Right. Here.
Are you looking? You're getting Class C, right? Or
Yes. Oh shoot, you can't see where I am right now. Can
I
you?
can't see where you are right now.
Oh fuck. He points to side effects, slight paralysis. And he'll turn his chair sideways so he's like able to show it in a way that both of them are looking at it.
Slight. Well, medical attention required. So,
Are we talking facial paralysis? Is this something that would be permanent?
it's different. It's not permanent.
Okay. Approved for general field, da. Let's see, increase 98%, 92% chance rate. Fireflies, intelligence first line prohibited. Using less than a single individual more than 4 times, okay. And then he switches over to the next page for D.
Mm-hmm. Rudy
level
waits
3
patiently,
no.
opens up some paperwork, does some of his work a bit,
Castle
looks at the
seems,
phone every so often.
Castle seems amused upon reading the clearance use. Like, very, kind of grimly amused.
Mm-hmm. Confused.
Because it's
Waits
like...
patiently to read. Let me roll something quickly.
Okay. 3+ weeks. Okay, so it's effective for that long. And he said the effectiveness is like how long you have to use it until it won't be effective.
It's how long. Yeah, essentially, it's the amount of time that's going to be expunged. So if, say, for Class C, if you
It's that amount of time that's gone.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
So if you need to forget something that's 10 days ago, Class C won't work anymore.
Okay.
Because the dosage at that point to get to that point is so high that it would probably kill you.
Okay. To use for counter effects, sedation paralysis. Tired. Oh damn.
A phone rings.
Castle side eyes Rudy with slight worry.
Looks at it very calmly, waits, rings once, rings twice, rings a third time, and then he picks up.
Castle stays quiet. He reads silently at this point.
Mm-hmm. Just, hello? Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Dreadfully honest, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. See you then, sir. Hangs up.
Was like the deep breath in after he like removes the receiver from his face, was that in character?
Yep.
Oh no! Castle kind of looks up from the book and looks at Rudy.
Continue. He says, motioning back to the book. Still maintaining calm.
Oh,
This
no.
is okay.
Oh,
Don't
no.
freak out. You don't need to freak out as long as I don't freak out. I am calm, so you are calm.
Oh
This is
no,
fine.
Rudy. I actually, Hey, Reader, you want to know something OOC? Totally, show me all the OOC things. Also, Castle is giving the, this is all for Reader to pick up if he ever, is able to, giving the look of, do we need to meet in my office? Are you okay? Do you need to talk about this?
Because you look like everything is fine. Continue. This is my life.
Oh no! This man is going to end up. Castle is now determined this man is going to be in his counseling office at some point or another. It is law.
His law.
He has made up his mind just now. It's happening. I'll read it silently. Sorry to bother you. God damn it. He apologizes and then, a minute after, begins to read out loud again. Using cases with brain damage, chronic chemical imbalance is already prevalent. Appropriate use in cases of brain damage is already prevalent in the individual. Anomaly because okay. He just really quickly pages through the other last two out of curiosity and then closes the book.
Yeah.
Like it's a really quick boop boop.
Boop. You see one page with it, the last page where there's supposed to probably be another one, just has a standard,
Denied.
yeah, or by order of the O5 Council. Only those with, blah blah blah, security act to view this page.
Hands it back to Rudy. I believe he has dissociative identity disorder or something like it.
Okay, well, that's been Dig.
His other personality is wanting to be referred to as Blue.
Yes, thank you. He said, pulls out another piece of paper.
What is the piece of paper?
It's like a note. It's like a folder on Jane. Write some things down.
Castle will actually be. He waves his notepad. I can write you a report.
Oh, thank you very much. She puts the folder back, gets another piece of paper, writes some stuff down.
Snow was. Sorry. Fuck. 1 second, Breeze. Check the name again because I keep forgetting. Janus. Janus was fine. He was mourning until the mention of people and research, specifically observing others, came up, in which he switched. This other personality, Blue, as it wants to be called, is upbeat. It is slightly manic, and upon asking it about details concerning their mother's death and other recent events, they showed no remorse and no grief. They refer to Sophia in present tense, or at least they do most of the time, as I could tell. And they talk, at least in the small time I spoke with them, they mentioned a lot of death, which is highly concerning.
Yeah. Okay, well, how about this? Before we get back on the bright topic, where we should be talking about how to properly deal with the situation and what's best for the patient, and that, do you believe that this Blue poses a
threat?
Yes. A normal, not normal. Good enough for threat? That's not even the right words either. He holds his head like, why can't he think of words right now?
I did. Castle pats his desk. I understand what you mean.
Could they pose a threat? Could they be easily swayed by opposing forces?
I don't think so. From my information, they still are extremely close and attached to Sophia. My worry, at least how they were talking about it, they spoke about her in present tense. They spoke about her. They recognized that she was dead, yet they spoke about her almost as if she was still there, giving them guidance. Especially, they said they would kill for her.
Yeah. Well, do you think that there's a Sophia in his head going to tell him to kill someone at some point?
That's what I'm worried about.
That's also what I'm worried about. The other thing I'm worried about is pulls out another folder, he looks at it for a bit before saying, Dr. Janus was put in charge of the SCPs here to try out a very specific method, used, I believe, at some point by a German officer in order to interrogate subjects, which is just getting them to like you enough and rely on your social presence to give you information and to stay and not try to escape and all that great stuff. So, he is within very close contact with this SCP. Do you believe that they will affect that in some way or shape or form?
I don't think that he should be, in his current mental state, he should be nowhere near that.
Great. Takes a stamp. Great. Sends it off to the outfit. There's that. Gets another one.
We're making all these decisions right now.
We're doing it. Your input is important. Thank you for waiting. Your call shall now be taken, bitch. Like, come on, let's get to work.
Castle, level 2, ladies and gentlemen. Level 2.
Level 2. Here we go. Level 2 with special privileges. Let's go.
really special privileges, like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the level 2's a joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's an inside joke.
An inside joke. 2 stands for too much for you to handle.
Dealing with all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
2 stands for secondary Rudy. No, but he I don't think he is mentally stable to be near anything like that, especially in the SCPs right now. The fact that he's a lead of something at this moment, he isn't even conscious of the other identity. Now, it was mentioned, this Blue, and he does quotes, that others won't see him. And I asked further questioning about that. I asked if that means that he's only planning on surfacing during therapy. And he mentioned that it was because Janus was angry, or Janus was disturbed that he surfaced, which worries me because that gives the possible implication that this may have been a subconscious thing much longer than we're aware of. And I don't know, as I said, I don't know if this was something that existed and the breaking point of Safia dying is what triggered it, or if the mental break just took place. I can't, with my current information, I cannot pinpoint when this happened. I need to talk to him and get more information.
That makes my job a bit more complicated, he says.
I understand. Now you said, or at least the document said, C is effective for 4 to 9 days. Can these be administered at any point?
Yes, dosages can be changed, but
You'd rather, if possible, use C.
the sooner the better. The less chance of side effects. And seeing as how, I mean, it only happened about a day.
What do you say? I'm sorry?
He said he's like under his breath, like it only happened about a day. As he,
That means we have 3 days until
currently,
the last possible point at which we could use that without having to administer additional dosages.
yes, until we need to use a higher class.
I'll cancel some appointments. He says as he throws his book down.
Let's look at this. Boss and employee coming together for the greater good.
Yeah.
Working together.
You see him
Truly
actually
an A-team.
he pulls out a different notepad with a calendar and it's packed with names.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You could have more time if you need.
No, we're gonna.
It's the matter of if this break did happen before, we may need to use it anyway, but I may have to call in the inmate.
The strong thing, the strong stuff. The thing about it is, if this break happened earlier.
More of a strong person, but continue.
What'd you say?
He says it's more of a strong person, but continue.
Looks at. Raises his eyebrow.
The administrator, if you haven't read up on that yet, is the voice of the council.
Yes. Was that who's on the phone?
Yes, it was. He's a really nice guy. Love him. Love him to bits. Shakes his head.
Gives a joyless smile.
He can change feelings and emotions. That's why he's their diplomat.
Could he suppress a separate identity?
Oh, most definitely. He could
But
suppress a lot of things. He could, well, he could make you cut your own leg off and eat it.
Oh. So. Okay.
I would rather not
call
in a favor from the administrator.
Because then you're in his pocket.
Because then I'm always in his pocket. He's the voice. He's gonna tell me to do whatever the hell he wants. But he's a fucking dick. So. That's right. He looks up at the camera and everybody's like, yeah, that's right. I said it. Come at me. You dick. Did Bree die?
Castle likes this, Rudy. Just
So
like, damn, fucking do it, man. Like, he recognizes how important what they're talking about is right now, but, like, from the time he's known Rudy, he did not expect this from him.
Welcome to Rudy.
I love it. Can you hear that?
I'd assume. There's the chance it might come into his hand.
That's pretty brave.
Fuck him.
Well, how about this? I will push back next coming sessions to see if I can get more information. Maybe I can figure out how long this personality has been present. If it was suppressed, and I'm saying if, because ideally we do not want to bring the administrator here. If it was suppressed, how do we know it wouldn't still be subconsciously injecting ideas into his psyche?
Amnestics are real good at deleting things.
Okay. So, it would be gone. There would be no worry of it.
Unless it resurfaces naturally again.
Which is
Just
a possibility.
breaks the same way. Well, yes, which is a possibility. Either way, we won't exactly be dealing with the same problem, though. But that's if we can pinpoint where it was and get a proper amnestic in place. The admin thing is, I actually don't know much about it. I just know we can do it.
So we have several options here. We could administer the drug, see where it goes from there, and hope that the death of his mother is what caused this. Actually, can I see that file again?
Paul hands it back over.
What's that? It's like paralysis, sedation. He flips the D. Paralysis. Possible brain damage. Damn it. Sedation, prolonged paresthesia, migraines, blurred vision. Class A, sedation, headaches, nausea. He takes his hat off and runs a hand through his hair. Any of these cause a confused mental state?
Well, if boggling your brain hell does that sometimes.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
If boggling your brain is what you need, D-class kinda does that through brain damage.
No, I don't. We don't want to permanently infect him.
Confusion?
Yeah.
You can try and adjust B-class to do such things.
That's what I'm thinking. If we administer this and have it in a time frame. Have it in a time frame where he would forget Safia's death. More importantly, he'd forget killing her again. If we can do that, and then also cause a state of confusion where he's not completely mentally present, or more of not completely mentally alert, I can talk to him. If that is the case, while he is not as mentally guarded, it'd be easier to tell if there is the presence of a secondary personality, because he wouldn't be completely mentally aware, his guard wouldn't be up, he'd be down to his pretty much his base primal instincts, which, if there is a secondary personality that has been there for longer, that would certainly be one of them.
True.
So,
Is that how you would like to proceed then?
you're putting the decision on me, you motherfucker.
Looks at you like dead in the eye, pulls out a folder, stamps something, writes something else in a different folder, like he's working still looking at you.
What did he stamp? What the fuck? I'm percepting. Damn it!
You have no clue. He's working real fast.
No.
You're more surprised at the fact that he's still maintaining eye contact.
No, that's pretty impressive. Which is a thought that goes through his head. That's pretty impressive, but also, what did he stamp? Hmm?
Take the second talk.
What?
Go the second talk.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Take a second talk before you make a decision.
A second? Oh. He looks at Rudy, and while Rudy is still filing, this guy's good. I'm going to clear my schedule tomorrow. And he moves we back another week.
Love fast.
I'm going to talk to him and see what I can find out. It may not be a lot, because it's just going to be one session. But it might be vital information.
I have faith in your capabilities, Doctor.
Thanks. I'll stop in tomorrow once I have more notes and figure out where to go from there. I do think modifying the drug to possibly cause that confusion while also having enough time to make him forget is a good thing to possibly start looking into.
Vulture will come into me. Oh, actually.
He just looks at, maybe not.
No, he looks over and is like, yeah, Hodak would better at that, actually.
Did you say November?
Yeah, Hodak.
Oh, Hodak.
He is the chemist.
Okay. It's better than possible conflict of interest.
No, you don't have to worry about conflict of interest with Vulture.
Positive.
Positive. He is Red Right Hand, after all.
Well, if that's the case, then if he's the better chemist, have him make it.
Not the better chemist, just a chemist. I just didn't know if Hodak would be up for it, but he's doing nothing, so...
Given this event, well, he won't know who he's making it for. Never mind.
I was going down the same line of questioning. Changed my mind.
Simpatico. Okay. I'll get back to you tomorrow then.
Good luck, Doctor.
Try to survive till tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry. My plane leaves in 3 days.
Oh no! If he doesn't come back, I'm gonna cry. Guess 3 days. That's why you wanted this done before then.
Well, it's good to go to your bosses with a decision. handling the situation before you get there, rather than trying to come up with something on the spot, or worse yet, saying you don't have one.
Sounds like that's happened before.
Yep.
Alright, well. Till tomorrow, Mr. Gilchrist.
Until tomorrow, Mr. Del Toro.
Stops.
Doctor.
Gilchrist.
He chuckles. Goes back. The first time during this entire scene, you actually smile and chuckle.
Aww. Kessel has his hands in his pockets. Kind of opens his mouth and stops. By the way.
Do you want to go to dinner? That's not, don't worry. I'm sorry, that's just what I'm expecting. Go.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You weren't the one that deserved that.
Well, I'm well handled. That sort of situation. I am the director for a reason.
I know. Just pats his chest. I have a conscience.
People get angry. Del Toro, you should know. It is natural.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Mm-hmm. But now you understand the entire situation.
Do, and I'll keep it in mind in case anything else ever happens again, not to kick down your door and scream at you. Smiles. Flatly.
Yep, he does the same as, yep, even though I do enjoy the ceremonial kicking of the door, emails are nice too.
Oh, you passive-aggressive bastard.
He says while writing an email and looking at you straight in the eye.
Castle takes out his phone. Keeps eye contact. Has to look away every now and then, because he actually has to look at what he's doing.
Yeah, look at what he's doing to type.
Yep. Types. Send.
Get an email.
You get an email.
What does it say?
It says on fuck you, Mr. Gilchrist.
He sends one back. He looks at you, types a little bit, presses enter. You get a notification in your emails.
Okay.
Again, he is still looking straight at you.
Can I make a roll to try and, click it while not looking at it?
Yeah, you can try.
What roll is that?
Basic energy in one room.
What roll is that?
Fucking, Dex computers.
Fuck, I have no computers! Luck die, take the wheel.
You can do this. You can do this, Del Toro.
I'm burning my last willpower.
Oh, for this? No! You're gonna need that.
Okay, that's true. Ugh. Gross. I wanted to, though. Let it be known. There was a moment.
Let it be known. Let the The ultimate fucking fail. Alright. Okay,
fine.
Let me rub my fly hands again. So you press the send button, and you know you have your sound on, so you know that it didn't send.
Mm-hmm.
So you just keep pressing it around, it's got to be around here somewhere. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, and then you finally hit it. Gilchrist look he actually for a second what the looks at his computer, stops looking at you for a split second, then looks back and types something and sends you alright then.
Castle doesn't even look at his phone, he just looks at Gilchrist. What did I just send you?
A lot of things. I send a lot of things to everybody.
Shh. Oh.
Because you realize, Castle, after this fact, you added everybody in the foundation in the base to that email.
The fuck you?
That got sent to everybody. The admin's in there.
Oh god!
The O5 only email is in there.
How do I even have that email?
Everyone has that email. The ethics committee got sent that.
And Castle-
Everyone.
Castle looks at it. He changes it so that it's only Rudy again. Sense.
Damage is already done, boy.
No, sense.
Oh boy.
Fuck you, Castle.
Look. He looks at you straight, keeping eye contact, types, "Fuck you, Castle," indeed.
And his look, like, even the typing in his look, he doesn't say it, but everything about him says sorry.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. I'm so sorry. Like, he knows saying it doesn't change anything, so he doesn't say it.
Keep in mind now, everybody, all characters have now received an email that just says, from the therapist, that just says, "Fuck you, Gilchrist."
I'm so sorry, Rudy.
This is gonna be fine. Yes, yeah, as he says that, a phone rings.
No!
Picks it up. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. I understand, sir. I'll get right on it, sir. Hangs up.
Stares at. Empathies. 3 successes.
Yeah, he may have gotten a call from admin again about something.
Wait.
He's calm.
Wait.
My plane leaves in 2 days. That's all he says. Is he back to writing something?
Fuck. Just deadpan.
Yep, have a nice day, Doctor.
I'm going to come in your door from now on.
Please don't come in my door.
Did you
Toothy grin. Goes back to typing.
I am forgiven. Gaston just blinks a couple times and smiles lightly. There you go, Chris.
The guards are looking at their phones and look at you.
He stops, he looks at them.
Oh, they say, nod of respect. Go back to garbage.
You go. Oh my god, I just gained respect around fucking face.
Slight respect.
Finally, someone said it.
Well, in a meeting too, my god.
What big dick energy!
What big dick energy.
Oh no, he feels so bad.
There you go, there's that RP.
Oh my god, Rudy. Like, Castle's like, shit. I literally just took his face and rubbed it in the mud after it was already rubbed in the mud.
When he goes to the director's meeting, everyone's gonna be talking that. Wow, Rudy, you just let your employees say anything to you? Wow, you really are a pushover. Yes. That's me, the pushover.
No!
Can we just get on with the meeting? The admin comes in. Alright, well, fuck you, Gilchrist. You can leave now.
Oh no! Oh, Rudy, I'm sorry. Brianna says, Castle's just like shit. I'm gonna have so much fun updating this relationship.
Everyone is.
Oh no. So, fuck it. Jesus, I'm sorry, it's just going in my head in loop.
In loop? Instant replay?
Yeah, it's like...
Wait, what just happened?
I just fucked Grillcrest with a fucking pole!
What? I'm sorry?
Okay, so what happened is, Castle and Gilchrest were being idiots, being just fucking two dudes sending emails. But then Castle, because he had originally sent an email to Gilchrist saying, "Fuck you, Gilchrist." Just a playful thing. And then Gilchrist sent something back. What did he send back, by the way?
Well, it changed, but originally he was going to send just a many have.
Oh
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but
You blew it, Castle!
my god.
But then I accidentally sent the fuck you Gilchrist to everyone, including the admin. I'm so sorry.
yeah, you even marked that email as important, so everyone was like, it got starred in people's email as an important email.
No, Gilchrist, I'm so sorry. But yet he still managed to fucking as Castle was leaving, like, don't come on my door. Ha! Take that! I get the innuendo out anyway.
He's a man. He can take it.
Oh no.
This stress, this pain.
Oh no. Rudy did his usual "it's fine" thing.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
And then Castle, promptly after he realized what he'd done, looked at Rudy with the most, like, it was all, I would almost say it's the closest to, like, that dog who hasn't seen you in 5 years and thought that you left it on the side of a fucking, like, on the fucking, corner, is like, oh shit. And he sent a text saying, just to Rudy, who was like, fuck you, Castle. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh boy.
The glory of crit fail.
Oh no. Damn you, Roll20 gods. I should have willpowered it!
You need that willpower.
I needed that willpower, but that willpower could have saved us a day! Of everyone responding. It just becomes a long chain of, yeah, fuck you, Gilchrist. I can't believe I started a bullying campaign against my boss.
I'm gonna quote that.
Yeah, if ever anyone creates art of shame cards for SCP, that's what goes on Castle.
That's what goes on Castle!
I created a bullying chain email against my boss.
I accidentally.
To his face. To his face.
Accidentally, please put it. Allegedly.
Allegedly. It just says I did, but you guys marker.
Allegedly.
Marker crosses out, puts out allegedly.
Oh my god, I might need to. Oh wait, I forgot what Rudy sent back. I can't remember. No, he did send something back.
The thing he sent back after that was because immediately. Oh fuck! It was like Oh, he said just about an okay then.
Yeah, it was an okay.
Okay then. Because he.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he was going to say many have. But, shit happened.
Has Wolf hit that?
A chain
No,
bullying email?
no, Wolf, have you hit that? Points at Rudy.
Have you hit that? Oh my god.
He hasn't, okay. Reply on the thread you gave for Wolf. Oh no. I'm trying! Oh no! He said... No! Wolf, no!
Oh my god.
I feel like the only way to atone for this is like... No, like this is the amount of fuck up in which you show up below their fucking window with the boot box. That's how fucked I am.
So, I guess Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh,